South Africa is halfway through its G20 presidency. Meetings in all parts of the country since December have brought delegates from 20 territories. The second tourism working group took place in Durban, a city known for its warm climate, beautiful beaches and rich culture, but lately has been short on visitors.
It comes in handy at a time that the city of Durban is trying to resuscitate itself, especially after the COVID-19 pandemic, as well as the recent floods that the city has suffered. It's a necessary boost that is given to the city's economy in order for it to stand up and run again.
The focus of the meeting was on the tourism industry's ability as a catalyst for social and environmental change, so that places like Durban can benefit economically. Climate change will have a huge say on how people travel, so will affordability and ease of getting around.
The main thing is to improve on air connectivity so that there is seamless travel facilities, particularly within the continent of Africa, which is still a great challenge. Secondly, it needs to ensure that the people who remain at the periphery of economic activity are brought into the center.
Delegates also explored how financing artificial intelligence and digital innovation can support small businesses, especially in emerging destinations and remote towns across Africa, holding out for a spot on the global tourism map.
Eastern Cape and KZN are the most rural. So the G20 means a lot to us, and it has a huge impact in terms of what it wants to achieve. We're looking at bringing more tourists into our Eastern Cape because we've got a rich history, we've got a rich heritage, we've got beautiful architecture that is there that we can provide to these different countries.
South Africa will look to major tourism players for guidance. China, for example, is at the forefront of both outbound travel and technology investment. The talks offer a chance to strengthen cooperation, not just to realize the G20 vision, but also strengthen business with BRICS partners and others.
What we have made sure now is that all our BRICS partners, including India and China, that they have now got access to the same visa requirements to visit South Africa. So that in itself opened up a big market for us as South Africa, bringing in more tourists from China and bringing in more tourists from India.
South Africa, the first African nation to host the G20, is not looking to reinvent the wheel, but more to draw on tried and tested methods from G20 member states as the world moves towards smarter, greener travel. Africa has plenty to offer with its vast landscapes and magnificent beauty, which remain relatively underexplored. A thriving sector can uplift African economies, but also bring jobs and transformation to communities in these regions that rely on tourism for their livelihoods.